first guitar I'd like to show you is my 12 string, and it is made by Washburn, and it's called a Oscar Schmidt, made by Washburn. My son had got one of these before, and until I saw his is when I really decided that I wanted one. It sounds wonderful. I never heard of that brand, but everybody's heard of Washburn, right? So it's a beautiful guitar. Wonderful guitar. It's a Oscar Schmidt by Washburn, and I got it off Amazon, and I believe this one cost me right at $200. It sounds wonderful. You can't beat that for $200. 12-string acoustic that sounds like this. Okay, guitar number 2 is a when Fender first started coming out with the Squire line years ago. I remember I picked up this guitar in a local music shop when I lived in Charlotte that is no longer in business, and it was one of the first Fender Squires to come out, and so it's made with great components as the ones opposed of today. The ones today are a lot cheaper components, and you can tell I've had this one for a while. It's kind of wore out, but it plays great. I traded in a guitar to get this to put down towards it anyway. But it's a great guitar, and I wouldn't take nothing for it. Squire makes good guitars. Fender makes great Squire guitars, rather, and I think it sounds awesome. Sounds great. I mean, you can't beat it. I got this in about 1991. I've had it ever since. Wonderful guitar, beautiful. Fender Squire Strat. Okay, guitar number 3. HSN Special, Keith Urban model. I got it before Christmas, and Keith Urban was on there promoting. So I decided to take a chance, and I like to say that one thing about Keith Urban that I do like, and when he was selling this guitar in HSN, he was actually playing this guitar, okay, with his band, a little trio. And some years ago, I got one of those Esteban guitars off HSN, which if anybody else out there got that, I'm sure they got shafted too. That was the biggest joke I ever seen in my life. That guy pretty much took everybody's money and ran. So, and it was just a poor guitar. But this guitar, it was really good. I'm really surprised at it. It came with some DVDs, amp, and little accessories for like, I think it was like $2.99. And so it's not bad for the money. I mean, plus I thought it looked cool. It's kind of in between a Les Paul and a Telecaster, kind of, so to speak. So I'll kind of, let you hear what that sounds like anyway. Not bad for $2.99. Is it the best playing guitar? No. Is it the worst? No. It plays pretty good. If you're wanting to do some pretty good lead and stuff on it, I suggest using a distortion pedal because the pickups are a little bit weak, but they work. And it works good for me. So on to the next one. Okay, guitar number 4. This is also out of the Keith Urban line. This is more like a Les Paul Keith Urban model. This is the Phoenix, and he sold this one, he sold these rather, the year before he sold the other one I just showed you. So this would have been, he sold those new ones last year, so he sold these year before last. And between the two, these are a lot better made quality, I feel. It's just a lot more better. It's more like a Les Paul. It's heavy like a Les Paul. And it plays great. I mean, and it was like, I think it was like 300 and something. It was a little bit more, but to me it was worth it, you know. Can't beat this one. I love this guitar. I love the color, and it's a Keith Urban model, and not bad for a little over $300. Let's go to the next one. Okay, next guitar on the list is a Epiphone Les Paul Studio that my father had gotten me this when he retired from his place of employment after working there for about 37 years. And we had went to a music store in Charlotte when I was still living there, and he bought me this. So it's an Epiphone Les Paul Studio, kind of like that surf green. There it is. I'll let you see it, Studio. And I've had this for a long time, and I wouldn't trade nothing in the world for it, you know. So he got me this, and I love it. I need a case for it, but it does good. Epiphone Les Paul Studio. It's a wonderful guitar. What I like about it is the neck is, I can get my hand around it real good. It's not really a real fat neck. I can't stand a fat neck like on a regular Gibson. I can do it, but it's just aggravating. But I love the way I can just get my hand around it really well. Epiphone Les Paul Studio. If you ever think about getting one, it's well worth it. Well worth the money. And you know, it's a Les Paul. You can't go wrong with a Les Paul, right? Okay, next guitar on the list. One of my favorites. A 1950s road-worn Fender Telecaster. I am a huge Telecaster fan, and this guitar ran me about a little over $1,000, and trying to get so you can see everything in here. And they even got the used the same parts as they did on the original. I mean, I'm sure they're reproductions, but man, it looks awesome. It's a beautiful guitar. You can tell even down here on the tremolo, it's just got the 3. A lot of your cheaper models have like all 6. This has just got the 3, two per string for your saddles is what I'm trying to say. It's only got 3 saddles. And, man, you talk about a guitar that plays like a dream. 1950s road worn Telecaster. I call it my 57. And boy, does it play wonderful. It is wonderful, beautiful guitar. Very nice. Very, very nice. On to the next one. All right, next one on the list is my Fender Stratocaster with the Floyd Rose. It's got the 2 single coils, humbucker, and of course the Floyd Rose. And I guess you still see these today, but I didn't see them much anymore. I haven't really looked for them either, but I've had this guitar for, man, probably about close to 15 years, and I got this one out of a catalog, which I'll give a shout out to the companies. I do business with them all the time. It's American Musical Supply, and I've never had a problem with them. Everything I've got from them has always worked. I've had one issue with them with a guitar earlier this year, and they made it right, so didn't have no problem. Sent it back. They sent me another one. But anyway, Floyd Rose tremolo. I got the black bar on there. I do have a chrome one, but I put the black one on there because I thought it looked pretty cool. Still trying to get moving this morning, so fingers aren't quite wanting to work like they want to. But Fender Strat, Floyd Rose, can't go wrong, man. I mean, you can't go wrong. Next guitar, as you can see, it's a good one. Eddie Van Halen has his own line of guitars out now called EVH. And that is what this is. It is a EVH red, white, and black striped guitar, and I've been wanting one of these since I was a kid, since I first heard Van Halen. So this one is a beautiful guitar. Beautiful. Plays awesome too. So if you got about $900, $950, you can nab one of these, man. And I had to have one. He's my hero, so I had to get one of these. Okay, next guitar. This is my newest purchase. It is another Telecaster, and it is made by Fender. It's a Fender Squire Tele, and this is what I was talking about. See, you got all your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 saddles, 1 saddle per string, as opposed to the one I showed you earlier. We only had 3 saddles, which that's the way they were back then. This is a lot cheaper guitar, but it played great, man. I played it at Guitar Center, and I had to have it. So it was awesome. Plays great to me.
From Shelby, North Carolina, Mike Barnes. And on bass guitar from Spartanburg,